Before we saw the world as a globe spinning in the vast expanse of space, we once believed it was flat and the sun revolved around us. Before we knew the dangers of mercury, as a neurotoxin and overall health no-no, it was once considered the go-to treatment for a host of medical conditions, for everything from syphilis to parasites. Before we had modern health-conscious cosmetics, women would adorn themselves with lead-filled face paint and wash their skin with ammonia. They would slowly poison themselves but were convinced it was essential for true beauty. The knowledge we have gained over the years has not come without a fair share of innocent misunderstandings, but thankfully, as we know more, we are able to make more informed choices based on actual science, on truth, on what works. It is crucial we build our actions on a foundation of truth. Our beliefs about weight loss have centered around constantly shifting paradigms. Throughout the decades we have blamed various things for our inability to lose weight and keep it off: high-fat foods, carbohydrates, calories, lack of motivation, genetics. We have, in a way, been the people who thought the sun orbited us. Deep down we may sense there's another reason for our inability to control our appetite and our expanding waistline, but just don't know what it is. If you look at the diet and health industry we have created, you'll see the answers we're fed about the obesity epidemic. We are supplied new answers and solutions all the time, and so, full of hope, we try them, only to be disappointed when we end up back where we started. What if I told you the health industry has got it all wrong? What if I were to tell you that we actually have the solution for why you have gained weight and been unable to lose it? Would you believe me? If you're anything like the people I've just described, the people who have trusted the answers and solutions in the past, probably not. You may be burned out on hope. Yet, you are reading these words, so there must be some trace of hope left, and I want to work with that tiny bit of remaining hope to change your life. And I mean it. We're here to show you a new way, to point you in the direction of the actual cause of your weight gain. No more blaming the wrong thing, looking in the wrong direction, no more wasting your time. The real cause. This new direction starts with something called leptin. Never heard of leptin before? You're not the only one. This hormone is a lesser-known player in our hormonal system, which is sad since it is responsible for so much within our body. Did you know leptin helps regulate bone mass, the menstrual cycle, the synthesis of thyroid hormones, our appetite and metabolism? And this is just scratching the surface. Leptin is known as the obesity hormone and the fat hormone. A pretty big clue for what it's responsible for. When our body operates faultlessly, as a well-oiled machine, leptin would be produced by your body's fat cells and communicate with the hypothalamus in our brain via the bloodstream. The amount of leptin would determine whether the body stores fat or loses it. A minor increase in leptin concentration reduces the appetite and leads to a decrease in body weight. This is how things are supposed to work. A high level of leptin in the body informs your brain that there is enough fat stored, you are not starving, you will survive, and so your appetite is switched off and you burn more fat. Similarly, if your body fat were to decrease, leptin should follow suit and diminish, signaling to your brain to stop burning fat, to store the fat you have, to increase your appetite and prompt you to eat. This is how things are supposed to function. But what happens when something interrupts the balance which our body is meant to keep? That's when leptin resistance occurs, and this leptin resistance is the reason for our fruitless, yet well-intentioned, attempts to take control of our health and body. Once you are leptin resistant, you won't lose the weight no matter how little you eat or how much exercise you do. Thankfully, there is a way out. Your life doesn't need to be ruled by leptin resistance, there is something you can do. Real results. Real science. No wishing for the best. And this is where we come in. If you've had enough of the endless trying and disappointment, if you've had enough of feeling like a prisoner in your body and a prisoner to food, then a product called Leptitox may help. It is a groundbreaking supplement program that addresses the root cause and breaks the devastating cycle of weight gain once and for all.